This time I will refute the arguments of my opponent, and I will give new arguments to show that prisons shouldn't be abolished. My opponent says that abolishing prisons would produce a safer society. Her argument doesn't have sense. If prisons were abolished, society would have a lot of insecurity. As criminals would be free, would be among us, the people would be afraid to leave their homes. Another argument of my opponent is that crime would be reduced. If criminals are free, how could the crime be reduced? People would be free to do what they want. They would have threat of punishment for committing a crime, and consequently crime will increase. Currently, insecurity is very high throughout the world, where the safest continent is Asia and the most insecure is America, where is situated the most unsafe country, Honduras. The statistics are alarming. There are 6 times more probability to die in Honduras than in Iraq. By the way, one of my new arguments is the trauma suffered by victims of crime and their families. Put yourself in their place. Which will happen when a murderer goes free? The family of the victim will live terrified by the idea that the person who made them much harm is free, and someday could do the same thing. Perhaps a criminal go to jail not relieve the trauma of victims, but at least gives them security and tranquility. Now, my political argument. The government established laws in a country. If prisons were abolished, we would be pushing aside the power of government, and there wouldn't be rules to respect. All would be a total chaos, and would have anarchism derived from the lack of standards. Reinforcing my economic argument, the unemployment rate is very high at present. In the United States, it's 5.5%. In Mexico, is 4.7%. To mention a few examples, if prisons were abolished, unemployment would increase because the prisoners would have to find a job, and this would affect all the population, either directly or indirectly. In general, society would suffer in many ways if prisons were abolished. We must think of all the consequences of it. For that reasons, I hold my argument about reform prisons and not abolish them. What we need is a change in the system. Prisoners are in prison for a reason, because they did something wrong, and now they have to pay. All evil acts should be punished. For a society to survive, we must be rules. We should have discipline.